This video is going to show how to sweep multiple parameters in a single simulation with the parametric plotter in PSpice Designer Plus. While PSpice allows for a quick and easy sweep of a single parameter, this may be required for several components and parameters in your design, lengthening the time spent on simulation. The parametric plotter allows you to quickly sweep multiple parameters at once to reduce simulation time and accelerate the PCB design process. Start by opening the provided design in PSpice Designer Plus. A global parameter list can be placed in the design to easily create and access design parameters. To place a list, select Place Component from the menu. The Component Explorer tab opens. From here, you can place predefined PSpice components as well as schematic symbols from UltraLibrarian, Symaxis, and more. Expand the PSpice folder and select Simulator Command Setup. Select Param from the component list and double-click to attach it to your cursor. Click to place the parameter list in the schematic, then right-click and select End Mode. Global design parameters can be added to this list. To add parameters, double-click the list. The Property Editor tab opens. The Property Editor tab shows a list of properties for the selected component. This is where global parameters for a param list are defined. Select New Property. The Add New Property window opens. For this example, we will be sweeping the values for resistors R5 and R7. Enter R5 set for the name and the current resistance for the value. Check Display On/Off to show the property in the parameter list. Click OK. The Display Properties window opens. Here you can configure how to display the property in the parameter list. Select both if value exists and click OK. Now let's add a parameter for R7. Select New Property again. Enter R7 set for the property name and the resistance of R7 for its value. Check Display On/Off and click OK. Select both if value exists in the Display Properties window and click OK. The parameters have been defined. Click Apply and close the Property Editor tab. The parameters are listed under the Param List header. Now let's assign the parameters to R5 and R7. Double-click the value of R5 to change it. Enter bracket R5 set bracket for the value and click OK. This will assign the R5 set parameter to the resistance of R5. Double-click the value of R7 to change it. Enter bracket R7 set bracket for the value and click OK. Before we can run a parametric sweep, we need to run a simulation. An AC sweep simulation is already defined for this circuit. To run it, select PSpice Run from the menu. The PSpice AD window opens to show the AC sweep results. Parametric sweeps are based on numerical measurements. To define a measurement, select View Measurement Results from the menu. The Measurement Results subpanel opens at the bottom of the window. Select Click here to evaluate a new measurement to create a new measurement. The Evaluate Measurement window opens. Here you can define the measurement to add from a list of functions and parameters or via the trace expression text field. For this example, we'll measure the maximum output voltage over the voltage across R7. Select Measurements from the Functions or Macros dropdown. Select Max1 from the Measurements list. A maximum function is added to the trace expression field. Select Vout from the Simulation Output Variables list to define the output variable. Type a / within the max function for a ratio. Select VR72 from the Simulation Output Variables list. Click OK to save the measurement and close the window. The measurement and its value are added to the result list. With the measurement defined, let's run the parametric sweep. Minimize the PSpice AD window and select PSpice Advanced Analysis Parametric Plot from the menu. The PSpice Advanced Analysis window opens to the parametric plotter. First, let's define some parameters to sweep. Select Click here to import a parameter from the Design Property map in the Sweep Parameter subpanel. The Select Sweep Parameters window opens. Scroll down and select the cell under Sweep Values for the R5 set parameter. The Sweep Settings window opens. Here you can define the sweep limits and step value. Set the sweep type to linear for a linear sweep. For R5, enter 22 kiloohms for the start value, 2.2 megaohms for the end value, and 220 kiloohms for the step. The number of steps is automatically filled in. In this case, there are 10 steps. Click OK to add the sweep to the list. Let's configure the sweep for R7. Select the cell under Sweep Values for R7 set. Set the sweep type to linear. Enter 100 for the start value, 500 for the end value, and 50 for the step value for a total of 9 steps. Click OK. Both sweeps are added to the filtered list. Click OK to add the sweeps to the sweep parameters list. Next, we need to define the parameter to measure. Select Click here to import a measurement created within PSpice in the Measurement subpanel. The Import Measurements window opens. Select the measurement we created earlier and click OK. We are now ready to run the parametric sweep. Select Run Start Parametric Plot from the menu. The Results tab is selected automatically. When the sweep finishes, all results are shown in the Results subpanel. Adjusting the value of R7 will have a much more dramatic effect on the measured voltage. To visualize the parameter table, let's create a graphical plot of the data. Select the Plot Information tab at the bottom of the Results window. Select Click here to add plot to create a new plot. The Plot Information wizard opens. First, we need to define the simulation to plot. Select the bandpass AC simulation from the Profiles dropdown and click Next. The next step is to define the x-axis variable. Select param R5 set from the dropdown and click Next. Next, we need to define the y-axis variable. Select the measurement plotted earlier from the dropdown and click Next. Finally, we need to select the varying parameter. Select param R7 set from the dropdown and click Finish. This is the parameter that will be varied when the simulation is run. The plot is added to the Plot Information subpanel. To view the plot, right-click and select Display Plot. The plot opens in the PSpice AD window. Each value of R7 is shown as a different color trace. Quickly determine optimal component values and design operating conditions with the parametric plotter to sweep multiple parameters in one simulation run and accelerate circuit analysis in PSpice Designer Plus. For more tutorials, visit us at resources.ema-eva.com and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.